All right. So this Christian McCaffrey situation is exactly that. It's a situation. It's not just an injury anymore because we have, again, more information flying all over the place and we're trying to discern what's real, what's not real, obviously, after the surprise inactive against the Jets. So, with a new week comes new practice reports. We've already heard from Kyle Shanahan, who let us know that Christian McCaffrey was going to be a limited participant in today's practice. Not only that, he did go on to say that he doesn't envision Christian McCaffrey being on injured reserve. So that is a good sign. And he also talked about Christian McCaffrey's participation being limited as a good sign. I'll let you hear a little snippet of Kyle Shanahan saying that himself. But first, let's listen to Christian talk about this situation as he was holding court with reporters in the locker room. This video, courtesy of Cam Inman. Take a look right here.
That's how I am every week. I'm not lying. I think as soon as that's how I am every week. I'm not lying. I think as soon as a player says, maybe I'll play, maybe I won't, that's not a good mentality to go into a week with, when you're kind of on the fence. So for me, I'm ready to go.
Is artificial turf any issue with you?
Yeah, if you can't run on turf, you can't run on the field. You can't run on grass, can't run on turf. If you can go, you can go.
Clearly, you can see there's a bit of frustration because it's been implied that Christian lied. He spoke to media last week on Friday before the game, said he is playing, he expects to play, expects a normal workload, all of those things. And obviously, with the Jordan Mason slip up of, potentially saying when he was told he was going to start, which again, if you go back and you listen to the clip, Jordan Mason isn't even definitive in his, he's like, maybe, I think, I don't know. Like, so again, making a mountain out of a molehill per usual, but you could sense the frustration of having to ask those questions for those reasons. I get it. I can totally understand the frustration. I've talked about this before. He has a very certain process and mentality when it comes to being designated as injury prone. And so, with the way the season has started so far, I can imagine how frustrated he is based on his past. So, all that being said, Kyle Shanahan did provide what he considered to be a positive update from his own words. I'll let you listen to this little clip of his presser today.
The fact that Christian is still limited and not just out. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I would read that as a positive sign for how he feels.
I'm not a doctor either, but I take that as positive. Yeah.
You agree?
Yes, I do agree. But I'm not a doctor.
Would there be any, is it way premature to suggest that he could maybe go on IR just to make sure he's good for the rest of the year? Or is something you've never even considered at this point?
No, I've never considered that. I was considering him to play last week, so definitely not thinking about 4 weeks off.
As you can hear from Shanahan, he's saying that they never considered IR for Christian McCaffrey, which is a good sign. He also mentions that it's a good sign that he's participating in a limited fashion. So again, we're trying to make sense of it. You heard Ian Rappaport today said it's a long shot for Christian McCaffrey to play. You also heard from Adam Schefter directly before the game started saying that there's a good chance CMC doesn't play against the Vikings. So this feels like another down to the wire situation with Christian McCaffrey. So again, I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of you guys who are watching this video aren't just 49er fans, but your fantasy guys, your bettors, your pick'em guys, and who are trying to find as much information as you can about this situation. Based on what I'm seeing, is this feels like it's going to be another one up against it. The Friday's practice report, the final report, will be a very interesting one because, for reference, Christian McCaffrey turned in 3 limited participations all throughout the week. And so to me, that is typically, and following the trends of 49ers practice reports for years now, that would be a pretty darn strong indication that he was going to play, along with general manager John Lynch saying he was going to play, along with Christian McCaffrey saying he was going to play. All the trends were leading towards he was going to play, other than the official report. And then, of course, the surprise inactive. So I think you have to take that same approach this week, is that they want CMC out there. I can guarantee you that. But they also want to make sure he's healthy and he's not being put in a bad spot. So all that being considered, this is going to be a week of trying to figure out and watching what is going on with Christian McCaffrey. Do we think he's going to play? Is he not going to play? Amongst other things. So that's your Christian McCaffrey update. As I wanted you guys to be able to hear from Christian and then be able to show you what also Kyle Shanahan had to say. Let me know what you guys think about this. What is your gut feeling on this situation? Do you think McCaffrey is going to play against the Vikings, or do you think he's potentially trending in the wrong direction? I don't know. What did you think of his demeanor in that little clip? Again, courtesy of Cam Inman. Seemed a little frustrated. Little. I'm not saying feisty in the sense of like he's trying to fight anyone, or like you could tell like he's upset by how this is all played out, and rightfully so. I would totally be probably upset as well in this situation. So let me know what you guys think about all this. How are you interpreting all of this? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.